Oh, hang on a minute, it's the truth about Amy Ack. I live close to the FBI Academy. Most of my neighbours are FBI, CIA, and military. Can you get CBI, the military, and the FBI to blow up somebody for me? Or at least arrest a Norwegian criminal for me?
Oh, what a shame. That's real bad. I think he's on life support. Oh no. No. Oh no.
Who encouraged me in the face of unrelenting hate that day after day. Don't care about it. Don't take any notes of them. They're jealous, they're this, they're that. She kept my spirits up. She's not here anymore. Why would you shut up, Alan? You have 80,000 supporters telling you that Chris Watts did not act alone. You have one family threatening you to shut up. Who are you going to take notice of? Well, I've made my choice. I've made my choice, as you made yours. Now, to go on Dr. Phil and collaborate with Netflix, and then turn around and tell me to shut up is embarrassing. You can't have both ends, right? Either you shut up. It's like the hypocrisy is unbelievable. I've never threatened the Russos. I've never even said a bad word about them, and I still refuse to. Their campaign against me is disgusting. They're not bothered about Chris Watts. Do you ever see them saying about Chris Watts? No. If it wasn't your daughter that was killed, you would be asking questions. That's what I don't understand. If you don't want people talking about the case, switch off and get off. Switch off and get off. Stop moaning about me. The only reason anybody listens to young F is because he had a fortunate enough to have a murder in his family. Or otherwise he'd be a nobody. Well, I want justice for Trudy now. So if you think you're going to shut me up, then I would think again. Whether you're going to come from Australia, Italy, or USA. There's only one way I'm shutting up, and that's carry me out in a box. That's the only way. He does this over and over and over again, and everybody forgives him because his sister was killed. I don't. I'm done forgiving him. It's blood money. He's getting blood money off people to get me. We're done feeling sorry for you. It doesn't work anymore. Everything you do, I will do twice back from now on. I have 80,000 supporters. Go on. Do your worst. It's his own fault for being obsessed about it. If I was going to shut up, because I'm pushed too far now, Frank. You pushed too far. I protected you over that picture that was around. I got it taken down. They're not bothered about Chris Watts. Do you ever see them saying about Chris Watts? No. If it wasn't your daughter that was killed, you would be asking questions. That's what I don't understand. If you don't want people talking about the case, switch off and get off. Switch off and get off. Stop moaning about me.
Hello guys, my name's Alan, I am the Armchair Detective. You're seeing this for the first time because we changed our subject. I spent 3 years on the Madeleine McCann case and nearly 3 years on the Christopher Watts case. You know why? Because I get emotionally invested. Empath. Being an empath can lead you up a path which torments you at night and day. I know a lot of people are tormented over Shanann's death and triggered. So to move on to a new case for me, it's like moving town. I've been avoiding other murders in case you haven't noticed. Daily there's murders, we don't report them. Well, true crime do report them. We on Watts Island have seemed to turn into some base for people to create drama against each other.
Watch my film. Either say, yeah, I see what you're saying, AD, it's possible. Or say, no, it's rubbish. Don't say, oh, it could be right. That's mimby-mamby. I don't want to sit on the fence. I'd rather be wrong than sit on the fence. You sit on the fence, all you get is splinters. If you want justice, you have to move the goalposts. Change the narrative. You don't think police start off with a theory and it stays that way all the way to trial, do you? You don't think they're brainstorming sessions where they thrash out what really happened, do you? You don't think do you think they don't change their mind halfway through? Of course they do. Based on what evidence you find. Even Rocket Man, who said everyone died in the house, eventually after 3 years had to say, well, maybe they didn't die in the house. Oh, all your books said that they died in the house. Oh yeah, but they're written. You can change your mind. And I appreciate, Rocket Man, if you would change your mind and say, no, the girls didn't die in the house. At least give me that concession. Take your books off sale and rewrite it. It's embarrassing selling a book saying everyone's killed in the house when the DA said that no one died in the house, they were taken alive. And the parents said the girls were alive. And yet you continue to say the girls were killed in the house. How pathetic is that? Admit when you're wrong. I admit when I'm wrong. I was the one that said September lady wasn't Jamie Watt. I reproved her because it's wrong. And next week, I'm going to reprove someone else. I don't care whether what I discover debunks what I said a year ago. If I discover something tomorrow that debunks what I said 2 years ago, I will tell you. I'll say, look, I was wrong here because I've discovered this. And that's how you investigate. Fence sitters aren't good detectives because they're never going to solve anything, are they? What's a fence sitter going to do as a detective? It's going to stay never going to be promoted. It's just going to do like write up reports and stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, you have to think to become a good detective. And I missed my vocation. I should have become a detective when I left school, but I didn't. So it's too late for me now. So I've got to do it from my armchair. But the difference is, thanks Amy, you will be giving Rocket Man any super chat then. Yeah. The difference is what? The difference is I have the hours and the team. I have an extensive team of researchers now from all over the world and experts in all fields. All work for nothing. So I'm much better placed than the police to investigate this case. They have no budget for investigating the Watts case. Once it's closed by the DA, they have no budget, no man hours, no investigation, unless they think someone else is involved. So
the investigation's left down to us, right? And a few other YouTubers that actually do bother to investigate instead of dragging each other through the mud. They would spend time investigating instead of going on about each other. Might get somewhere. That's what you want to do. If you're a YouTuber watching me, forget fighting with each other. Start investigating. Watch my video tonight and take it on. Take on what I say tonight and add to it, especially Dave, the Aussie guy. Watch my film, Dave, and then add to it. That's what I advise you to do. Much better than talking to Lana or slugging each other off. Much better. Do that. Investigate. Amy X, she's brilliant. Now, there's 500 people here. I want every single one of you now to move to blue. I need 15 minutes to get myself together. We have a big story. You're going to be the first to hear it. Don't let me down. Meet me in 15 minutes. Blue channel.
Everyone dyslexic, they make up these things. Yeah, so I can tell you, and I want to tell you, and there's a few of you here, there is an ongoing case. There is, let me read my lips, there is an ongoing case. That's why there's no 35C at the moment, that's in abeyance. There is an ongoing case. There will be something happening. There's no point in doing a 35C at the moment. Not with what we're finding out, gee. What's the point in doing a 35C before the arrest? That's what Heather goes. That's what Heather finds. It's inspired me. You know, I've told you for years, I can't tell you what I know. Well, now that Chris Watts is working with us, and Heather understands it all, I can tell you what I know. Heather, she is an intelligent person who thinks. And she wants to get Christopher Watts to tell us the truth. And we're going to release this through this large platform of getting on for 90,000 people who don't believe that Chris acted alone and don't want to hurt the Ruseks and don't want to hurt the Watts. But we sure as hell want justice for those that have been murdered by accomplices that stay in the shadows, that hide in the shadows and pay people to try to take me down. Lately, they've been doing a countdown on me. They've been doing all sorts to try to take me down. I still stand. You, I hope, stand with me. They're trying to take me down. I've got people like Heather that, thank the Lord, keep me going. And listening to that, I was almost welling up, because she's a young person that can see the injustice of all this. At times recently, I felt like the ugly duckling being pecked by the rest of the flock because I'm different. The ugly duckling was pecked by the flock. Get out, get out, get out, get out of here. Get out of here. And sometimes at night I sit there in bed and think, they all want me out of here. And then I think of you guys. And then I think of Shanann and the kids. And then I think of the accomplices that are laughing in our faces as they distort the case, distract from the case, enablers that are trying to destroy anyone that says Chris didn't act alone. And I can't stop. Join Heather's channel. I didn't think she was going to say that much because I just didn't think she did. Chris wants Heather and I to tell you the truth as he remembers it. He was drunk. I don't know what you know about PhD or whatever it is, post-traumatic whatever syndrome. Well, he's recovering bit by bit. And I've got to tell the haters, we're going to expose the whole damn thing. Because we weren't there and we don't know. We weren't there, we don't know, but we've got loads of evidence that he didn't act alone. Okay? Loads of evidence. And it's just starting to leak out, isn't it? It's just a little crack in the narrative, you know. And obviously, the people got scared and they released these notes, and the mummy read them out, and the parents went on and listened to it and condemned me. Even said, put it in your pipe and smoke it. One of the family said that. And they pretend they're not after me. You can go all over the YouTube, and there they are patting it, all the hate channels on the back. Well done, well done, well done. And I've got it all logged. It's a concerted hate campaign against me. And that's why I asked you to join Patreon. I'm not going to give up this. And we've just made a massive breakthrough. We're going to be a public figure. I'm going to be a public figure soon. And then the words I say might mean more. Right? But I would never trash the parents. I will never tell you to go after them. I will never say a bad word about any of them. Not my game. Or any other channel, I'm not interested. I had to expose a certain creator who was feeding us false information. Can you imagine if I didn't do that and that program came out last night? Look at the stick I'd have got. Well, you're listening to somebody who's telling you lies. You listen to a liar. Yeah, so I had to do that. I had to do that. I had no choice. That's one bit of drama I hold my hand up. I had to do. But I'm not interested in talking about it ever again. Unlike the other channels who will talk about it night after night. We move on. We have our own documentary to build. We've got the equipment to do it now. My voice isn't too bad. I can narrate it. Bubbles can put great graphics to it. We're going to base it on a typewriter. We've got it all worked out. It'll be a 60s feel to it. It'll be a 3-part documentary of the whole thing. Not spots off last night's thing. Because of my depth of knowledge and my sources and the people that got helping me. And it will include footage of the Shenan's pages and the stuff we've got from the sentencing and the body cams. It's going to be great. And I'll start at the beginning and finish at the end, and I won't accuse anybody of anything, but I'll tell you the other side. So we got that, and there'll be a book to accompany it. They can't stop me now. We're moving on up, right? How do you like me now? Telling me I should be shut down. They're sat there with 1,000 subscribers and no views. I've got nearly 25 million views. I was exposed to 20 million people last night. The Armchair Detective's name. It's a different class, haters. You're not even in the same. Well, you're not. You're like in a goldfish bowl, and I'm in a lake. So forget it. Just forget about me. Carry on with your life. So he confessed to protection. We just need to know which way. How can you protect somebody who's no longer with us? Was he protecting somebody else? Now, Dylan's words to me are very important. I'm going to save that to the end. YouTube is better and digs more than the mainstream media. I think that can be given as a fact now. So thank you. Okay, I understand some people, yeah. I hope creators stop doing panels of drama and start investigating. This is lovely, what Alfredo says. I've just been on the channel and stated they do investigations and backs up what he states with evidence, and the creator agreed. Well, good. Good. We're getting there. So they are limited. Mainstream media is limited to the number of hours they can spend on something. It costs a fortune. My hours are free. I'll spend 50 hours on one program. I will. I don't care. I don't care. I'm sure the people.
Well, we could say boom, right? But it's bigger than boom, guys. It's fantastic news that I had to keep quiet all this time. I know people said, what's this about AD? He's got this big breakthrough in the USA and stuff. Oh, I don't know anything about it. No, I don't know nothing about it. For 6 months, 7 months, we kept it quiet. We were working with Lifetime Movies and Chrissy and Dylan on this feature film that's coming out tomorrow on Lifetime. And I'm pleased to say that the biggest of them all, Entertainment Tonight, has picked up on it. And in their short 1 minute preview, which promotes the show to millions of people, they've chosen my bit to promote the show. I'm so proud of my team and all you subscribers, and I'd like to thank everybody that stuck by me through the storm that I've portrayed to you in Wisconsin Whispers. Those words were from my heart because of the pain I've had to suffer with these damn hate channels for 7 months. But even though they're out there tonight and every day sniping at me, you stuck by me. You are the people I do it for. And they can put that in their pipe and smoke it. The Tractors, tomorrow, the Armchair Detective's name is going to be all over America. Tonight, it's all over Entertainment News. A big channel. Let's not make no mistake. If you're in England, you won't understand how big Entertainment Tonight is, but it's big. And you all know about Don't F with Cats and stuff like that, how big that was. This is not as big as that, but it puts another YouTuber out there to show that we can do some good on YouTube. We're not just drama talking crap. We can actually investigate and be in the news. I am the news tomorrow. I am the news. It's just incredible. And I had to keep quiet for 7 months. And I'd like to thank Chrissy, for all the work she did to make sure that I was included in this program. Because it was Entertainment Tonight is big here also, big in the US. Yeah, it's not big in the UK. So well done the team. Bravo. Now, for me, not telling anyone this for all this time, it's been hard. It's like, you know what's coming, a big Christmas present, but you can't tell anybody. Anyway, so, I'm absolutely proud of what we did, what we've done. And it's been, 4 years coming. And how much they hate me, and how much the jealousy bites them, they're going to have to watch it tomorrow. And they all will. And they will all criticise it, and they'll all criticise Mike and Chrissy. They've gone about her looks, they've gone about Dylan and his problems, that's on there as well, and they've gone about me as a scammer. Lifetime Movies. When do they ever aspire, any of them inspire to get that far? They never will. And that's why I made my final statement on about them on YouTube yesterday, because I won't be talking about it or naming them anymore. Don't matter what they do against me, they can get lost. I'm not interested. They managed to gang stalk me and get a strike on me yesterday. Believe it or not, they managed to strike my blue channel. And guess what? Did anybody see last night's show? It was a preview of Chrissy's movie, right? And somehow they mass struck me for, cyberbullying and harassment. And all it was a film about this movie. And they got me struck and suspended. I've appealed, but I'm suspended now. Suspended from broadcasting on that channel. Because evidently I cyberbullied and harassed them. And all I did was a show on the movie. Yet they, even today, are ganging up on me, calling me all the names under the sun, and I don't do anything about it, because I'm not interested. They're pathetic. Meanwhile, we are a channel. This will mean, I believe, a massive upturn in fortunes for the channel. I think that, I don't think that many million people can watch it without the name being spread of the Armchair Detective. So for all their fun trying to get rid of me, have fun trying to strike E.T. and Lifetime Movies, guys.
No doubt you will leave loads of things about me under reviews. No doubt you'll try to minimize the effect this show has, but it won't work. It's too big and you're too little. So we still have Patreon tonight after this. Yeah, Patreon. I will go on to Patreon and tell you some inside stories on this show about me and Christy on Patreon, not here. So it'll be Patreon after this. But I think I better show you the films first. So I mean, this is like big time, man. I'm in awe of the quality of the advert for a start. Let's watch the advert, right? Let me get out of the way. Cellmate Secrets. Sneak peek at our story, Chrissy and I's story, and Dylan's tomorrow night. Hang on, I didn't get it up, did I? That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Sorry, I put the wrong one up. That was just a newspaper cutting, which I will read to you in a minute. That's the words. I want to show you the actual film. 1 minute. Online clips, YouTube. Sorry about that. Here it comes. So there we are. E.T. Entertainment Tonight. We made it. Armchair Detective. Massive news.
Krista gets another blow when, through a text to one of his most vocal online supporters, Chris Watts discredits Krista and denounces their friendship, much like he did to Sherilyn.
Chris knew that I had a platform with Armchair Detective. He knew that I could get information out for people to hear. I feel that it's very possible that he took that and ran with it for what he needed. And what that need is, I don't know. But I look back on it and I'm saying to myself, you know, I probably was used by Chris. Absolutely. And that hurts.
Watts' mistress, Nicole Kessinger, has applied to change her name and has disappeared from public view.
It doesn't make sense. You were having an affair with a married man whose family had this horrific tragedy. I would apologize, and how can I help? That's what I would do, not fall off the grid completely.
Wow. This is a different story, guys. Now, you've got to remember, for the first time in history, mainstream media are going to hear something of the other side. Right? Let's see it again. What am I doing? Oh, sorry, I was texting. Yeah, so the difference is, there's an echo. I've got to put my thing in. I guess I'm overexcited. So there was two clips. That was one from
died recently. Massive supporter of the Armchair Detective, and she was determined to get this story out there. You can see her in tears. She believes that Chris did not act alone. Obviously, I've spoken to her about it. We talked about it before she did the filming, in the middle of the filming, after the filming. Keep pushing him away from trying to pretend Chris did it alone. And she did a great job, guys. She refused not to talk about NK. She refused not to talk about NK. And we've got it out there. We, the Armchair Detective channel, with the help of Chrissy and the help of Dylan, that there was others there. And that's what you will see tomorrow night. Now you've all probably, if you have been here long enough, you would know about Mother in chat. Some of you would have talked to her. She was totally in agreement that Chris had help. Now, the thing is, she's done it, and all.
Do you dare tell me what to do or think? All my supporters. Because we've had enough. You want to come after me? Well, it should be me coming after you. Red car. Red car. Red car. Red car. Red car. Friggin' red car was there. Red car. Red car. Red car. Red car. Red car. Red car. Means Chris didn't have to alone. You don't like that, do you?
I've been off to something. I bought myself a game. 221B Baker Street. I can't for the life of me understand how to play it. Now, I spent a lot of money on this, and I can't get it to work. Play Italy, don't know when. We play Scotland next on Friday. England. So that's like the first one. Like, I can't work out how to play it, guys. I was going to play it with you. I can't do it. I'm dyslexic. I'm going to have to get... Right, I'm going to have to ask a member of my Spanner squad to look up the game. 221 Baker Street game. Read the rules and try to help. I want someone to help. Can someone do that? Maybe Mia. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't work it out even. So instead, I'm going to do a Sherlock Holmes quiz. Everybody in chat. We'll do it together. Sherlock Holmes is a mythical character, in case you didn't realise it's not real. So question one is, where does Sherlock Holmes live? What's his address? Sherlock Holmes' address. Question one. Do not put the answers in chat. Jonesy's told you so many times. Do not put the answers in chat. I know it's England, but I want the address, the street, and the address, and the street number. Okay? Oh, guys. Is it Juju Island, where I live? It's the opposite to Watch Island. We just have a bit of fun here. Oh, criminal investigation instructional. Yeah, I need an instructional video. Can you send me it? Answer the question one. Sherlock Holmes lives at 211B Baker Street. Who got that? 211 Baker Street.
Go and waste your money on solicitors, like you've done for 3 years trying to get me down, all of you stupid channels. I don't do anything wrong. I've closed down 10 channels. I've closed down 10 channels, 8 channels. They don't realise what they're doing is actually against the rules. What I'm doing is not. Duh.
But I can't speak on my main channel this week. But I can speak on Red, and they say, AD, why have you got all these channels? Well, exactly this reason. Why have you got Patreon? Because you drove me off YouTube. So that's why I've got so many channels, guys. Safety reasons. Safe houses. I've got all these safe houses I can run to.
It's going to change tonight. Tonight, you will hear Dylan and Christella both say that Chris told them so many words that he did not act alone.
I am hopeful that Lifetime let these two behind me, even though they're no longer together. They're united in that Chris did not act alone. And Christella in particular will point the finger at the accomplices. I know because I've been through it with her.
Prisons are familiar territory for the 42-year-old former prison psychologist who recalls visiting her incarcerated father when she was a child.
It makes me feel more comfortable with inmates, and then being a clinical psychologist, I would work in the prisons, so I would see the inside of it.
Yeah, so let's hope it comes out as we hope tonight. Now you have to remember, this is my chat. This is what I've been working to for 3 years. I've worked with these two. I've encouraged them to do what they've done.
Unconvinced that Chris Watts is the monster in his much publicized confession video, Krista contacts the true crime YouTube show, Armchair Detective, to offer her prison psychology expertise.
I can't agree with it at all. I can't. I don't.
After a few appearances where she kicks around theories in Chris's defense, she decides to write the man himself. But what Krista doesn't yet know is that her interest in Chris Watts will lead to a life-changing union between her, Watts, and his cellmate.
These letters are so amazing, and the spiritual, religion in it is so powerful. There's no way he could have committed these crimes. And that just reinforces the reason I wrote to him in the first place.
Krista admits that being intrigued by famous criminals is in her DNA.
My mother was always fascinated with Charles Manson from when she was younger. I do think my mom was drawn to my dad because he looked so much like him. Before she met my father, she was on her way to go to the Manson family, to live on the ranch with Charles Manson. And then she saw my dad, and my dad saw her, and they just hit it off. It's pretty interesting because my mom did stand up for Charles Manson through all that, and I'm standing up for Chris Watts.
Now, this is a monumentous occasion for me because I've been to sit and watch movie after movie, documentary after documentary, and the parents and everyone else on Dr. Phil and that say, there's nothing there. There's no, it's just him. He's where he should be, and that's it. It's rubbish. There's more to it. The fight for the red car, red car, red car, red car, red car, red car. Everyone do a red car. They don't like it. They don't like any of that stuff. They don't like hearing any of that stuff. Chris didn't act alone. They don't like to hear that. It's the last thing they want to hear. But I won't stop. And I'm just gutted. Red car, red car, red cars.
Leaving the red car. How do you like this? Red car. That's the word you don't want to hear, isn't it? Red car. Red car. Red car. Friggin' red car was there. Red car. Red car. Red car. Red car. Red car. Friggin' red car was there. Red car. Red car. Red car. Means Chris didn't act alone.
It's time for the tide to change. But having said that, I'm under great fire from all sides. Obviously, the police don't like what I'm saying. The DA doesn't like what I'm saying. One set of parents can't stand me. Quite exciting, isn't it? Normally, I dread these movies because it's a YouTube thing, I'm ready. We just have to wait and see what's being said. I just can't wait. I've just got to sit here and wait. You've got to sit with me and wait. Tragic. Waste of time. I'm not stupid, am I? I'm clever.
You know when you have a sort of deep belief, I think I know it. But I have to say my opinion. That's what I have to say. But in a few short hours we'll know if the mainstream media at last will change the damn narrative.
So we'll finally get close to the infamous murderer she's wanted to know all along.
Chris got on the phone and said hello and was like, how are you? And he's like, I hope you're not mad I gave Dylan a letter. Like, I don't think I didn't want to write to you. It wasn't that. You know, I'm like, it's totally fine. We're good. You know, thanks for the hookup with your boy. I appreciate it. This is great. And we just started talking and laughing, and he was really nice.
Now, Krista has what she's been wanting all along. A true connection with a notorious killer.
Hand in that documentary. I was talking to the people while it was being made, and they still didn't put out that Chris may have helped. I mean, I didn't go with her. I was with her every day when she was doing the filming. I know what she said. It was a lot more than what they showed you. A lot more. And like I said to you before, it's not what Chrissy told them, it's what they left in and what they took out. Because what do we believe? We believe Chris Watts did not act alone. That's it. That should be the title of the whole thing, really, shouldn't it? And everything else is a subtitle. But unfortunately, mainstream media let me down. I knew about this Lifetime film as it was being made, and we knew about the producers, and we knew the directions, we knew what they wanted to get from Dylan, we knew what they wanted to get from Chrissy. We knew that Sherilyn was involved.
And having said that, we look at the reasons why we think we're right, why we think Chris Watson acted alone. And I've written down a few, which I'll go read in a minute. But first I want to get excited. We're going to make our own documentary.
And I hope you understand the effort and the skills that go into making a documentary of this caliber. We can make it into a movie, guys. We can make it to a level unheard of on social media. So that's how it's going to work, guys. You've just seen the first piece of what I believe is a groundbreaking documentary. We can produce a more factual documentary, a more well-written, a more passionate, and a downside better than what we've seen so far. Because I'm fed up with these documentaries. This last one on Lifetime, I was involved in it. I've seen what they've done to it. They've decimated our side of the story. That documentary, I was talking to the people while it was being made, and they still didn't put out that Chris may have helped. So now I'm in a bad mood about it, even though I feel good. We talked to our team, and for a long time we said, well, I'm sure, and a lot of people say, I'm sure YouTubers can make a better documentary than mainstream media, right? Yeah. But can we match their production values and their skills? Well, we can now. We can now. We put it all together. We can do titles, music, narrative, editing as good as them now. Yeah, we can, believe it or not. So I believe if I write and narrate the other side of the mainstream media story, I think it could be watched by millions if I can put it into the same quality as mainstream media. To do that, I won't be able to do it live. It'll be released like a premiere, like a film. Like, you know, it will be pre-trailed, released, publicised, sent out to all the newspapers, and then released for everybody to watch free. It won't be on Patreon. It'll be free to view. But hopefully, we can build up interest and get a large audience. I did see her do it when those nasty people had Chris Watts's interviews with his family in Wisconsin, and they built it up. And by the time they released it, they had a massive viewing. So I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to send it to Lad's Bible, I'll send it to newspapers, and we'll do it properly, like a TV company would, right? And hopefully I'm going to get help with that. I've got some people that know what they're doing. I don't. But I think we can get it to the right people and release it the same as a TV company was, and on the same impact, you know. But not have it in live chat where you're talking about daffodils and toenails. No, it would be a premiere released as a film, not as a live chat. But you and I are going to make it together. Red car. You and I are going to make it together here. I'm going to each night talk, and then Bubbles and the production team will edit what I say, add music, add the body cam, add the footage, and it would be like bit by bit we will make the documentary. To make a documentary of an hour will take hundreds of hours, a couple hundred hours to make 1 hour. That's the quality we're aiming at, and we're going to make 3. Before the murders, the day of the murders, and after the murders, right? So it'd be 3 approximately 90-minute documentaries coming hopefully by the 3rd anniversary of the crime. Or at least the first one will be done by the 3rd anniversary of the crime. How good was it? Here's just a sample of the production values we've got. Now, this what you can see now, you listen to the sound quality and the picture quality. This, I'll tell you, Bubbles worked on it. Normally, it's 1 minute, right? To do a 1 minute clip and download it onto YouTube, it normally takes, to download 1 minute, about 10 minutes. This one took 2 hours to download because it's that complex and it's that good a quality. It took YouTube 2 hours to download 1 minute. Okay. So I hope anybody that knows about production values, I'm just give you just a quick example of what we're going to be doing, right? And I hope you understand the effort and the skills that go into making a documentary of this caliber. Always best to turn your mic on. That's a small example, a working title. That's not what it's going to be. That's just to show you what we can do. It's just messing about. But you can see that it will give you the chills. And when you add my voice to it and the right music in the background, we can make it into a movie, guys. we can make it to a level unheard of on social media between us. And I'm thinking about having some sponsors at the end. If you want to be a sponsor, because it's going to cost a lot of money to make, we can maybe for a small donation put your names on the credits. That might be fun, mightn't it? If you want to be accredited a sponsor, let us know and we'll sort of work something out. I was just thinking about that down the line, because if we get sponsors, I will spend the sponsorship money on getting it into places. I might even pay to have it put in a newspaper if we get enough money. So you guys that want to sponsor it, the sponsorship money won't go to me. The sponsorship will go to advertising the actual film. Because, as you know, if you want to be, anybody can be president of the United States, right? But you have to have some money to do it, right? You have to put billboards up. You have to fund things, don't you? Well, I believe if we had some money, a budget, and I wouldn't have it, I'd leave that with Bubbles, and she can spend that wherever to get it out there. I want this to be seen by millions, because so far millions have seen their story, but how many have seen our story? Not just me. There's quite a few YouTubers that know the narrative spun to us is not true. It's just not true. And I don't think they should get away with it. I don't think. How do you go about sponsoring it? We'll let you know. It's early doors, right? But I'm thinking nearer the time. I'll let Bubbles and Chicken Lady think of that while I'm talking. I want to get a sponsorship fund going, or maybe even a GoFundMe for it. I don't know. What do you think? Something where I don't want the money, not for me, where the money will be spent on the pre-production, purely, to get it out there so people can see it. And the more money we've got, the more people will see it. That's my plan. I'm not stupid, am I? I'm clever. But I don't want you to send it in Super Chat because, believe it or not, YouTube take half of it. So don't send it to us in Super Chat. We'll work something out, Bubbles and that. I've only just told them, they've got to think about it. Maybe they can think about it while I'm doing this and come up with an idea. Or maybe you got an idea. How does a proper company sort of promote their wear, you know? But I know a lot of you help. But the money, again, I will stress, will not go to me. And I know the trolls will say it will. It will not go to me. It will be transparent. If we raise $3,000, then Bubbles will present, she's good at receipts, the receipts for where the $3,000 went to promote our film. The film is for us to tell people that, hey, by the way, Chris Watts did not act alone. That's it. That's the idea of the film. And also, to let the world know that Tammy and Coda and Broomhover went to Wisconsin because of us. Because of us. D.A. Rourke would never have admitted the girls were alive if I didn't make the Shadows film. The Shadows film was it. I doubt we'd even know today the girls were alive. If I didn't make the Shadow film on the 10th of January 2019, it would never have been known. He'd have been shut up and that's the end of it. Once I released the Shadow film and Rourke goes down, what am I going to do? I better admit it. I'm going to have to admit it. Then he has to. It's okay. I've got to admit. And then once he did, whoa, we've got to go to Wisconsin. We've got to find out how he killed the ghost. Well, he's got to say he killed the ghost, because we've got no confession he killed the ghost. So we're going to have to go and get him to confess. He's got to confess now. The bloody armchair detective is to prove the ghosts were alive. What are we going to do? Well, we send Cameron out there. But in the meantime, we'll make sure Chris knows, bends down and picks it up. I need the bends down and picks it up. How many times did AD say that? Bends down and picks it up. Bends down and picks it up. I need that video. Please.
There is no bigger Watts fangirl than Alan. There's not. There is no bigger fangirl. Okay?
That's a wrap. What did you learn from that?
Do you know how hypocritical wrong it is? It's just got to stop. I've had enough of it. It's got to stop. Stop it. Get a life. Do your own thing.
Well, I just heard the news today. It seems my life is gonna change. I close my eyes, begin to pray, then tears of joy stream down my face.